morning, Eagle Nation, and thank you for joining us. Today is Friday, November 12th. I'm Mithra Kama.
And I'm Madeline Wentz.
In the past year, prices have progressively increased in groceries, gas, and other necessary goods. Recent inflation in America has hit its highest level in 3 decades, and prices increased by 6.2% in October alone. Fuel prices raised 12.3% last month, with a 59.1% increase in the past year. The economy is still struggling from a global shipping crisis and COVID-related service issues, shooting prices up while many incomes stay the same.
In early August of this year, Governor Greg Abbott issued an executive order prohibiting mask mandates in public schools. Following the order, an advocacy group called Disabled Rights Texas filed a lawsuit against Texas state officials. U.S. District Court Judge Lee Yeakel ruled Wednesday to overturn the ban on mask mandates. Yeakel upheld the argument that the order violates the Americans with Disabilities Act by putting students with underlying health conditions at risk of contracting and being acutely affected by COVID-19.
Texas A&M University released Wednesday plans for extending its campus into downtown Fort Worth, including a new research building and law school building. The release from Texas A&M reported that Fort Worth is looking to receive help from a top research university to strengthen industry and employment. No expected date or price of the campus has been provided, but A&M has signed a memorandum with Fort Worth providing its plans.
Bonding time is important and can often be difficult to come by, but the Talonettes have it covered. Aubrey Galante highlights the annual Mother-Son Dance hosted by the Talonettes last weekend.
The Mother-Son Dance is a community event that provides an opportunity for family members to bond and make long-lasting memories together. The Prosper Talonettes host this annual event every fall for all Prosper community mother-son duos who choose to participate. This year's event took place in the PHS cafeteria and included both a professional photo op and clip photo booth, a glow stick station, a tattoo station, a sticker with all favorite superheroes, plenty of food, and a DJ playing current hits. Attendees were encouraged to arrive dressed in their favorite superhero costumes and dance the night away with the Talonettes. While also dancing with their moms, the kids in attendance were able to dance around with all their favorite superhero characters throughout the night.
My favorite part of Mother-Son Dance was probably interacting with the kids. Even though we didn't really get to dance with them, as long as we got to see them happy and playing pretend superhero or even seeing their favorite superheroes at the dance, it was really fun and being able to see them happy.
While time was flying by, the families and dancers continued the fun as they danced and partied around. With all the laughter and fun that was spread throughout the dance floor, the Mother-Son Dance is not one to forget. The Talonettes and Sons were sure to put on a show all night long. Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Aubrey Galante.
With Prosper playoff runs coming and going, the Eagles sports world is always in motion. Grace Escobar is in studio with this week's edition of Gametime.
Thanks, Mithra. Last Friday, the Prosper football team played its last regular season game against McKinney Boyd. The Eagles weren't able to keep the 3-game win streak going, falling short to the Broncos 35-7, keeping the Eagles at 4th in district. The Eagles' only TD came from junior defensive lineman and tight end Dylan Henshaw. The Eagles are headed to the first round of the playoffs tonight at Marcus at 7 against Flower Mound Marcus, the District 6 6A champs. Also last Friday, the girls' basketball team won its first non-conference game of the season, 59-32. The Lady Eagles went head-to-head with Mansfield Legacy last night, notching a 71-70 win after sophomore Olivia Pennington made a free throw with 2.5 seconds left. The Lady Eagles will play again on Saturday in the Mavs Fall Classic. In more basketball news, the boys will play their season opener on Saturday against Frisco Liberty at 4:30. From the courts to the mats, the wrestling team competed in its first meet of the season last night against Martin Duel and will take part in the Arlington Invitational at Arlington High School. The girls will hit the mats at noon today and boys will compete tomorrow at 10. In swim and dive news, the Eagles are currently competing in the Frisco ISD Dual Meet Champs at the Frisco ISD Natatorium. The event kicked off at 11:30 this morning and will continue throughout the day. Speaking of Prosper sports teeing off today, the girls golf team is currently competing in the Texas High Fall Classic at Texarkana Country Club. This event will continue throughout the weekend and will begin at 8 a.m. tomorrow. Switching from the course to the courts, the Lady Eagle volleyball team's playoff run ended in the 3rd round on Tuesday in the regional quarterfinals against Hebron, falling short in the 4th set 25-19. In more volleyball news, seniors Jaslyn Ford and Kendall Hewitt made the American Volleyball Coaches Association High School All-Region. One of these seniors are a part of the group of Prosper athletes that signed to compete at the collegiate level on Wednesday. Ford will take her talent to Indiana State next year. For soccer, Molly McDougall is headed to Mississippi State, Jordan Herrera to Iowa State, Ava Denverno to Dallas Baptist, and Kylie Rogers to Hardin Simmons. For softball, all 5 seniors are committed to play college ball. Aiden Allen to Houston, Gabby Coffey to Mississippi State, Sydney Lewis to Maryland, Riley McDonald to Cal Baptist, and Elizabeth Moffitt to Texas Tech. For baseball, Easton Carmichael is on his way to Oklahoma, Lucas Davenport to Texas A&M, Jacob Devaney to Rice, and Austin Wallace to North Texas Central College. Another athlete that was signed was Aubrey O'Connell, who will attend Oklahoma State University. Over the weekend, O'Connell helped the girls cross-country team take second at state. After this short break, I'll be back with Cade Richardson and Kane De La Garza to discuss cross-country's journey at state.
PHS students have the opportunity to donate toys, clothes, or money to victims of child abuse for Christmas this year. These donations will go to the Children's Advocacy Center of Collin County. Drop-off boxes will be placed at the front entrance of the school and in Miss Ballard's room 3103. Toys and clothes for any age can be given, but the items needed most are adult-sized clothing, winter clothes, and teddy bears. Donations will be taken through the month of November, beginning next Monday, November 8th. Contact Bailey Bishop or Miss Ballard for more information.
Prosper Cross Country had a big season that came to an end at state over the weekend in Round Rock. The boys team took home 8th overall and the girls team took home 2nd, with senior Aubrey O'Connell finishing 2nd and senior Shawai Johnson following in 3rd. What did you think of O'Connell's and Johnson's performance at state?
I think their performances were great. Finishing 2nd and 3rd is very impressive. I think that's expected of O'Connell here, finishing top 3 for sure in her last year. But for Shawai Johnson, coming from Iowa, being the 2020 state champion, I think there was a lot of expectations, and I think the expectations were very high. And I think she was able to exceed those expectations. I think we'll only see her improve throughout her senior year.
I agree. I think the girls team overall exceeded everyone's expectations. What about you?
Yeah, of course. Aubrey's going to improve her dominance all the way up to OSU, but I really think Shawai has really proven herself. Coming from a 3A school to a 6A school, she told me that she had a lot of hard work and worked on her time as much as she could, and she really proved that to us.
Yeah, I agree. Both O'Connell and Johnson have impressive resumes. Oklahoma State commit O'Connell was the state champ in 2019, and Johnson was the state champ in 2020 in Iowa. Next year will be Johnson's final year at Prosper. Do you think we'll be seeing her take home the title of state champ?
Of course, Shawai moving on to her senior year. A lot of seniors are going on to college, of course. They're graduating. It's going to be a really dominating season for her as her senior year. I believe she can take home gold, silver, whatever she wants to next year. She's going to be able to take it home.
Cade, what are your thoughts?
I believe that Johnson has what it takes to be the 2022 state champion. I think her finishing 3rd, and the only people in front of her were winner Natalie Cook from Flower Mound and Aubrey O'Connell, both being seniors. So I think she should be the favorite going into 2022.
I agree. She's for sure going to be the one everyone is watching. Johnson's journey in Prosper has been very interesting, but her story starts in East Africa. Here's a closer look at the junior runner. Shawai Johnson, one of the newest additions to the PHS cross-country team, has been a consistent leader this season and helped clinch a spot at state for the girls team after an individual 3rd-place finish at the Region 1 6A meet. The junior recently relocated to Prosper from Iowa, where she was the 2020 3A girls individual state cross-country champion. Johnson's journey, however, begins about 8,000 miles away in Ethiopia. Johnson was born in East Africa and spent the first 14 years of her life in 2 orphanages before being adopted by the Johnson family in Iowa. Johnson came to the United States on New Year's Day in 2017 and was enrolled in 6th grade, her first formal schooling.
It was hard at first because everything was really new, and some things are still really new to me because I've only been here for 4.5 years.
Johnson became interested in numerous extracurricular activities and sports, but favored cross country despite being unable to run more than 2 miles before needing to walk. Johnson's parents purchased a treadmill, and during the winter of 2018, she improved significantly.
In 7th grade, I was just trying it just so I can say I did something, but I was really bad at it. The winter after 7th grade, I was just practicing every day and all that stuff, and then kept getting better.
She was Iowa's Class 3A state runner-up her freshman year, and the following season took home the state championship title. Johnson finished her career in Iowa with a first-place finish of the 3,000-meter race at Drake Relays, one of the top track and field events in the United States. At the UIL state meet on November 6th, Johnson took home 3rd, coming in right behind teammate senior Aubrey O'Connell, helping the girls clinch 2nd.
One thing that motivates me is my team that I just joined, and they're very hardworking, and also my goal is to run in college, so I keep that goal in mind every day and just push myself closer to that.
Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Grace Escobar.
After the break, Christina Krasnova will introduce one student-athlete's international debut.
Here we go!
PHS senior Gabby Coffey ensures that when she is on the field, no runners cross the plate. Christina Krasnova shares this senior's high school experience through the lens of softball.
Throughout her high school career, PHS senior Gabby Coffey has earned multiple achievements on the softball field. Growing up, Coffey played with the Select Texas Glory program and will soon be playing with the Brazilian junior national team once again. On Wednesday of this week, Coffey officially committed to Mississippi State University by signing her letter of intent. Throughout her journey playing select softball, Coffey has battled through many high-pressure situations.
You're playing for Texas Glory, you're constantly being pushed to your limits, you're playing the best of the best teams in the country, and playing in front of bunch of college coaches, you feel the pressure and you constantly feel like you can't mess up, but just have to push through and trust everything your coaches have prepared you.
Coffey said that the Bulldogs staff, and one coach in particular, has already created a welcoming environment to help her feel more included at Mississippi State.
Samantha Ricketts, at the time when I committed, she was the assistant coach, but she's now the head coach. She really made me feel wanted and had some big goals for me personally and the program.
Coffey's family and supporters have helped keep her committed to the sport, constantly encouraging her to continue pursuing her dreams.
I've always had big dreams of I want to go play in the Olympics, I've always wanted to go play in college, and then the teammates I've had have supported me along the way, have kept me going.
To get to where she is now, Coffey has not only devoted tremendous time and energy on the field, but has also managed to succeed in the classroom. When she attends Mississippi next fall, she plans to major in kinesiology and earn a master's degree in nutrition. I'm Christina Krasnova, reporting for Eagle Nation News.
The entertainment world has seen plenty of action this week. Zach Manning has more on new music releases and the recent catastrophe at Astroworld.
Thanks, Madeline. Last Sunday, tragedy struck Travis Scott's Astroworld Music Festival. According to Houston city officials, hundreds of attendees were treated for injuries at the triage center located in the venue. And last night, the 9th person, a 22-year-old student at Texas A&M University, was confirmed dead. The ages of the victims were ranging from 14 to 27. While many speculations have been circulating throughout the internet, the causes of death have not yet been determined, and the investigation is still ongoing. Today, Taylor Swift released Red Taylor's version that includes 30 songs in a short film starring Sadie Sink and Dylan O'Brien of the 10-minute version of the hit song All Too Well. Swift is currently in the process of re-recording her studio albums in order to create the new versions so that she owns the rights to all of her songs. Red is the second album to be re-recorded following Fearless. Fans speculate that either Speak Now or 1989 is the next recording to be released. Social media is a way that unites people together. Landry Long highlights 2 student-led accounts and how they've created a positive morale at PHS.
Many Prosper High School students have personal Instagram pages that document bits and pieces of their lives. But recently, 2 anonymously run Instagram profiles have begun gaining traction around the school. One of these pages, Prosper Barstool, consists of comedic memes regarding Prosper High School sports teams and poking fun at their rivals. The page gained a significant amount of attention due to students reposting the memes and following the page, which now reaches a total of 1,000 followers and is continuing to grow. Another Instagram page gaining tremendous popularity is Prosper Nap Time. This page posts pictures of PHS students who apparently did not get enough sleep and have decided to take naps during the school day. For privacy reasons, both Instagram accounts didn't feel comfortable enough to take part in in-person interviews, but Prosper Nap Time did state, "I know social media is usually seen as a negative, but this account will be nothing but positive. I strive to make you guys smile and laugh. Thank you so much for everything." Both of these new Instagram pages are meant to connect PHS students and grow Prosper school spirit even more. I'm Landry Long, reporting for Eagle Nation News.
That's all we have for you today, Eagle Nation. I'm Madeline Wentz.
And I'm Mithra Kama. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.